is my first game of competitive chess after about a month. I took a large break from competitive chess because I had other things to do, and these are my first games back. There were six in total, but I'm only gonna show 5 because one of them my opponent copied the first 10 moves I made, and we agreed to a draw just because I'd already gamed a lot that day. I didn't want to risk it. Okay, game 1, I was black. I started with Sicilian defense and Najdorf. And he played bishop to c4, which is it's playable, but it's not as good as a bunch of other stuff. e6, bishop g5, and here I just went b5. Just kick out the bishop. It's a key idea in the Najdorf. Bishop b3, and here I decided to go bishop to e7. Just unpin. Queen d2, and I saw nothing wrong with just castling here. And he played bishop h4. It's actually not that bad of a move. Anyways, here I go bishop to b7, just putting some pressure on the center. And he went f3. Now, the reason bishop h4 isn't that bad is he can play bishop f2 and then g4, h4 and attack. In response to f3, I went d5, which is apparently bad, but the top engine move is g6, which no human alive is ever going to play g6. And he went e5 here and lost his advantage immediately. He was supposed to long castle, apparently. Knight d7, take. And he went queen to e3. His queen moved around a lot this game. Knight c6, take. And he played a4, trying to undermine my queen side. I responded by kicking his knight. He played knight e2, and I played knight c5. He put his knight on d5, and I just moved my bishop back 1. So I saw no reason to give it up. He castled, and I played rook to c8. And he played queen to e2. And here, I did not really have a plan. So I just played rook c7, just trying to double the rooks and do something, I guess. In case you're wondering, he cannot capture because of my knight. It's a bit hard to see, but a knight can go backwards. Anyways, rook e1, double the rooks on the c-file. I already said this, but here, I do not have a plan. Then he went queen to e3, and I realized, wait, how is he defending this pawn? If he pushes it, then I'm not going to be able to win it in the future. And also b5 is a hole in his position. He went queen to e2 here. Preparing to capture this pawn if I took this. And so I played rook to a8 to defend the pawn. And he moved his queen over to d2, attacking that pawn. And now I played a5, defending. And he's losing the pawn next. And he played c3. I took the bishop. Knight takes back, and bishop a4. Knight d4, and then I took on c3, forcing a weakness and giving me this passed pawn. Bishop d7, rook a3, a4, rook b1, bring the other rook back to c8. My pawn's completely defended. Rook b4, rook c4, f4, queen to e7, rook b7, which hangs the rook. And the game's basically over, in case you're wondering. He didn't resign immediately and played on for a little bit longer. Knight b5, check. King f2, and I played h6 to make sure I don't find some stupid way to get back rank checkmated. Rook a7. And I played rook c4. And got scared when I thought about this, but then realized rook c2, and I'm fine. King f3, and then I played this check, and he resigned. It's my first game back. I did pretty good, and I won. And I won this game slowly. Next game, I won my way. I had white this game, and when I said I won it my way, I wasn't joking. My opponent played D From's Gambit. Knight f3. g5, g3. Like we blitzed out like the first 10 moves of the game because we both know this, and I know this by heart because I have to if I play the bird. Queen 3, because if you play a random move like bishop g2, then wait, no. In this case, rook takes h2, which wins the pawn. Or if you use play like this, then this is very strong. So you have to play this to defend the pawn from any tactics. So queen d3, knight c6. And in case you're wondering, there is a threat behind this. If I play like this, then he has this, because if I take it, then there's this. And I lose my queen. So I played c3, queen to b7, bishop to g2, and bishop to f5. I played e4, and he long castled. And then I short castled. Showed him no fear. And here he played a blunder, but it's very tricky. He played this. Now, in case you're wondering, you cannot take the rook because of this. And you can't take because of the pin. King g1 forced. And then this, your king's under too much pressure. Like the engine finds some stupid way to hold. But, bishop e6. But this is too scary. So you can't take the rook. But you can take the bishop. But you still have to be careful, because it's not that simple. Bishop f4, g5, take. And here I played f6 to open up the f5 square for my queen to come in the future. And he sacrificed his rook. I took, and he played this check. I just kept running my king. He gave another check. And I kept running my king. Don't stop running. Queen to e6. Keep running the king. He played king d8 to get out of the way of queen f5, which forced a queen trade. So here I just played knight d2, getting my knight off, and making it so my king can go to c2, and just be safe. And also so to bring my rooks in the game to get counterplay on his equally weak king. Here he played queen to d5, and trying to go to g2, I guess. I played queen to f5, and then he followed up his plan of queen g2. I took here and defended my knight. You cannot take my rook because the knight can go backwards. So he gave me this check. I played king c2, then he gave me this check. Knight's pinned. King c1, queen to e2, queen g8 check, and now I'm attacking. I'm attacking now. Queen takes f7, king d8, queen d5 check, king c8, queen f5 check, king d8, and now my queen returns to f4 and defends my knight. And here he went king d8. I think he was trying to catch this pawn, and here I played this check, forcing a queen trade, and he resigned. I won this game my way because my king took a little detour. This was my next game. I had the black pieces. My opponent played d4, and we got a King's Indian defense. And they actually played a main line. They played the Petrosian variation. I responded with a5. Short castles and knight a6. Like if you're wondering, this is played to stop white's advance on the queen side, or at least slow it down. Bishop to e3, bishop d7, h3, and here I began my plans with knight h5. This move creates plans with knight f4 and f5 to attack him. And here he played king d2, stopping knight f4. And here I played knight to c5, and in the game he played bishop h6. If you take my knight, like, this looks really good because it looks like I got a bad structure, but I can play my knight on f4 and play like b6, and I'm actually not doing that bad. So he played bishop h6, and I just played queen to e7, just bring my queen. Top edge move is take the bishop, but no human's ever gonna play that. It looks too dangerous. Takes. I didn't want to take back my knight because I wanted my knight to go to f4. King h2 and knight f4. My knight's on his dream square. He played rook c1 and f5 on the board. It's finally like undermining his center, trying to attack him. And he played g3, which is wrong because of this. In the game, he played king g2. But if you take that, then it's a discovered check, and your knight's hanging. So after you move your king, I win my material back, and I won a pawn. So we played king g2, but now I just take the pawn. Knight h2, and now I save my knight. Defended by the queen. Goes here, the knight took, he takes. Then I just played h5, get out. Knight back to h2, I played knight f3. And he went queen to e2, which is a very annoying move, because now I just have to bring my knight back to protect this pawn. Then he makes that life easier by allowing me to trade off the pawn. And then we have a massive trade on f3, and I play rook f8. He played queen to e3, and I actually messed up shortly. Rook f5, rook e1, h4, and he played g4. And here I actually made a blunder. This. In the game, he played queen h3, but he has this. If I take that, I lose my queen, and this is over. But it's not that simple after knight d3, though. Like, he goes here, and like the engine says white's winning, but a lot of humans could lose this game with black because black has 2 pawns for a knight, and they've got 2 passed pawns. So that's anyone's game. And I just went here immediately. Just going straight for his king. Rook h1. Rook takes g4. King h2. Queen f4, and he resigned. So even though I made a mistake, this was a pretty good game overall. Now for my next game. This game I had white, and for old time's sake I played the Polish because it's been a while. Knight f6, bishop b2, g6, a3, bishop b7, e3, castles, knight f3, d6, bishop to e2, and c6. Like, this is all normal stuff so far. And I decided just castle after c6, and then he goes a5. And that was the idea behind c6, because normally white goes b5, but that's only if they have a pawn on c4, which I don't have that yet. So here I decided to just do this, and if he takes, I just take back, and my bishop guards my rook. And I don't have the worst position. So after c4, he went knight h5. He took back with his knight. And now I played it b5. He went c5, and I went d4, take. And here I started to like my position with all this space and all. Knight d7. Wait, no. I did that wrong. I played knight c3, then he played knight d7, and now I went d4. And here I started liking my position because I've got a lot more queenside space. And he went knight d6, which I didn't think was a very good move because now attack the knight. He dropped back to d7 immediately. Attack the knight again. He did take this time. I took back, and then he played knight f6. And here I was thinking about a bunch of moves. I considered d5, which I thought was I thought didn't really defend the pawn very well after e6, so I played a4 for a very specific reason. He played d5 himself because I did it. Now I played bishop to b5. No, I didn't. I was going to play bishop b5. That was the idea on day 4. I played knight e5, then he played bishop a6, and then I played bishop b5. He played knight to e6, looking for some reroutes. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to take it now, and then play queen d3. And he played knight c7, and I was like, okay, now how do I win? Because I thought this is obviously a win because of this pawn. And here, knight b5 looked like it was the best move to try and win, but then he played rook a8. He's putting up stubborn resistance. Rook b1 with the idea of taking his knight, then bringing my rook to b7. But he just wouldn't die. He just wouldn't die. So I brought my other rook over, and he played knight b4, queen to a3, and rook a6. c7, queen c8, and knight d3. I was like, okay, now this is a win, right? He just wouldn't die. He played knight c6, and like, I was starting to get annoyed here because I was just trying to win so hard. I played this, which is a mistake. Rook a8, and I just brought my knight back to d3, threatening his knight. And he played rook a6, and here, I didn't repeat, I went here this time. Which is apparently wrong, but shut up, engine. He takes, knight e4, then I take on e7. And here he played the blunder, rook to e8. Queen takes e8. He took back, I promoted, and he resigned. That was the win. I spent so long in this position just trying to find the win. I was starting to get frustrated because he was making it difficult. This was my final game. d4, knight f6, knight f3. And he played the Catalan, which I don't know if you don't know this, but the Catalan really annoys me. It's very annoying to fight. And here I played d5. He played bishop g5, and I played knight e4. And my idea was he saves his bishop, then I strike back with like c5, knight c6, queen b6. Put pressure on d4 and on b2. Instead of that, he's played c3, which is a mistake after this, and then this. Discovered attack on the knight. So he moves his knight back, and I attacked it. He went here, and I played f5. The king side's my side of the board now. And here's one with e3. I played c6. Create a powerful pawn chain. c4, bishop e6, and queen to b3. Pressure on d5 and on b7, queen d7. And here he played c5, this is a very committing decision. Now he's going to try and attack me on this side of the board. So I thought for a bit, then played g5 here to attack him on this side of the board, the king side, while he attacks me on the queen side. And he played f4, and I just took that. And after that, I played queen c7, so my knight could go to d7. Queen d1. No, not yet. He played knight c3, then knight d7, then queen d1. And I played knight f6, which I thought this was okay. He played h3, and I played bishop h7 to reroute my pieces over to the king side. He played b4, expanding on the queen side. I played bishop h5, which is apparently wrong, but I thought this bishop really restricted his play. Queen to b1, and I decided it's time to ask him what he's going to do with these pawns, and make the question, Is my queenside going to hold, is his queenside going to hold. I played b6, king h2, and he took back, and I played knight d7, threatening to take on c5, and then after he takes back, I take his knight. So he played knight b3, defending everything, a5, take the knight. Knight a4, rook f to b8. Now I'm attacking on the queen side, like that's supposed to be his side of the board, now I'm attacking on it. Rook b1, rook b4. Knight b2, bring in the other rook. a4 is a huge problem, he played queen c3. Here I messed up a bit and played this. And he played rook g1, and I completely missed the threat and played queen b7. Bishop f1 and trapped my rook. But it's not that simple though. It is still better for black after rook b3. Oh. Because now, if you take this, you lose your knight. And if you move your queen, everything's under pressure. So here, instead of that, he played bishop a6. And if I take that, he takes my rook. So I played queen d8 instead. After that, queen d2. Now I'm going to show the reason this is still better for black. a4. You cannot take that because you lose your rook. And I'm about to play a3. And it's actually very hard to make a move. And he played queen c2. And I played rook takes e3. I did not play this because, yeah, it just doesn't work. You can just move his knight. If I take this, I lose my queen. If I take this, then he's fine. And I'm about to get attacked. And I'm stuck, though. If I take this, then he takes this. So I played rook takes e3 instead. And he took here, which is his final mistake. This takes, king h1 takes, mate. I had a pretty good return to competitive chess, winning 5 games out of 6 and drawing 1. The draw was not shown here, though, because it was pretty stupid. And, we agreed to draw after 10 moves because he copied literally everything, and I did not really have a strong desire to win that game. So that's the end of this video for today. I'll see you next time.